I got COVID-19, I was very poorly, and while I was isolating for a couple of weeks, I had a couple of panic attacks, and by the end of January I couldn't get to sleep, and by the end of February I wasn't able to sleep at all. I was off work by the middle of March, and then from there on my mental health just went into freefall. COVID had somehow broken me in a way that I'm only just starting to understand, and I just didn't see the point in life anymore. Over the next couple of months, I made 2 more suicide attempts. Following a week in a crisis house in May 2022, I moved in with my parents, and my girlfriend's baby was born in August 2022. I wasn't the dad, but she never cheated on me. We hadn't officially broken up, but I text her every day, but I rarely saw her. I think mentally she'd moved on, but I hadn't and couldn't. By the end of September 2022, I'd made plans to end my life again. I was put under the urgent care and assessment team and was signed off work. My parents, my family, my close friends and my employer were incredibly supportive, but to me they felt like strangers. Mental illness destroyed my ability to feel and show love, and it severed all my positive attachments and it cast me adrift. Loneliness was the real killer. I've been told by my GP that I was pre-diabetic, so I was 2 stone overweight. You know, I had no motivation to exercise or do anything. That gave me a bit of a jolt, and I thought, well, I need to exercise. I need to do stuff and stop staying up really late and eating unhealthy stuff at midnight and 1 o'clock in the morning. So I found the motivation to join my local tennis club. It was a tennis club I had joined when I was a kid in the village, so it felt sort of semi-familiar to me. I tried various counsellors that I've just not had any therapeutic relationship with, but I finally found one where that clicked. She immediately was giving me a different perspective. I started to creep out of the rut that, you know, severe mental health drives you into, where you're just so negative and you just can't dig yourself out of it. And I would say to anybody that don't stop trying to find that person. You will find them eventually. And if it doesn't work the first time, don't give up. You might have this little voice or this big voice that says, what's the point? Because I used to say that to myself all the time, what's the point? But if you get a little break and you start to feel slightly positive or a little bit of hope, grasp it, really grasp it, and listen then to people who say, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? Just do one of those things and you'll notice a tiny little difference. And if you've got children and you've got loved ones around you, try and do it for them as well, because before you get really ill, because when you're really ill, they become strangers and it's much harder.